So there is an aerial view of a standard map of ringtone.net's property here, and our field where we do the testing of our drones and training and so forth. And you can see it's not a very detailed map. In fact, if you zoom in, you can't even see what that is, but you'll be able to see very shortly. So we'll overlay an aerial map that we took of around 100 photos, which took about 4 minutes. And that's the map there. Obviously it's a slightly different colour because it's a different time of year. And you can see straight away, I'll just turn that off and then turn it back on. Slight misalignment there, but nothing too drastic. And we can fix that either in software or if we use ground control points, which are visual control points painted onto the ground that the drone picks up and can give you great accuracy when you're post-processing. So we'll turn that off again. So there you go, turn it back on. So just the difference of the zooming in. So we'll zoom in here, and that's just in tiles. You can see, actually, I'll just come back out, just come back in. You can see there, look at the detail around that tractor. Why do we have a tractor? Good question. And in fact, you can see that's a pond there with ducks on it. So you'll see how misaligned it is. It's probably about 1.5 foot out. But there you go, the detail there. So if you were selling a property and you wanted an up-to-date overview, an overlay across a Google map or another map, then this would be a really good idea. Something else you can do as well is a 3D model, which is fantastic. We'll show you that now. There is a there is a 3D model of the property again. Of course, it isn't bad at all, really. And again, if you were selling a property and you wanted to have this done, this could be a very cost-effective way of just adding a little feature to your website to show the 3D map of what the property looks like in the surrounding areas, and sort of complemented with a 2D map as well. That's quite a nice little extra of what you would get with the standard Google Maps. Just to show you this overlaid on Google Earth, which I've done. There's slightly different and a newer version there. You can see there's a fence running down there, and that's now moved because when I overlay another photo that we took this one a couple of days ago. There's no tractor there now, you can see. But again, I'll zoom in and you can see the detail. I'll keep going. So even against the standard Google map, so you can see that weird shape of a pond there and the little tiny filter stream on the top. Adding that back over, that's much, actually this one was done when I think there are more satellites about. So the detail is better, but again, with ground control points, you can make that very detailed. But again, if you zoom in, you can clearly see that that's a rather messy chicken area. And that's a plastic sheep, which you can see there, look, just about. And that's a pond, no ducks on it. Keep going, you can see there's some errors here around the, there's 11 kV cables going down there. So there's a few errors there, but you can see a dead Christmas tree there and some rhubarb. So again, the detail with an overlay, a 2D overlay, wheelbarrow, polytunnel, you can see what's in the polytunnel there. Not a lot. But you get the gist. It's and again, if you look at the detail of that compared to what was there, and we can zoom in a little bit just to show you the detail there. So again, this is an old map, and in fact we've got a different border for our property, which now finishes somewhere here. And if I just overlay that, you can clearly see the new fence, and the old fence is gone. So it's not very expensive to do. The more detail you have in the sense of how accurate it is GPS wise, as I say, we can add ground control points, and that gives you very much very accurate. But for selling a house, this would be more than suffice, and it's fairly reasonable price. So just a couple of £100 would give you a 2D map, and that's it.